Good morning, everyone. It's Pastor Roy here with Cali in our living room. And today I wanted to talk to you about being short. Now, I don't know how any of you feel, but I remember when I was a kid that I often felt kind of small, especially when I was around adults or other people. It was hard for me to always see them at their eye level and talk with them, or maybe to see over people what was going on. But I wanted to show you, see, here's Callie, and if she sits still for a second, look at her. She is only 18 inches long, just 1.5 of these, and she's about 18 inches. So as a young person, when I was about 6, 7, 8 years old, I was probably about 3 to 4 feet tall. And most adults are much taller than that. Like I'm almost 6 feet tall. So I'm much taller than some of you. And it makes it hard to see, especially if you're at a big event or a game or like a parade or something. And you know, that reminds me of a story in the Bible where it was hard for someone to see. He was a short man. So Jesus had come into town and he couldn't see over all the people that had lined the street. So he was too small. So what he did was he got up into a tree, and his name was Zacchaeus. So he climbs up the tree so he could see Jesus. And Jesus came walking by and said, "Zacchaeus, come down from the tree because I've come to see you today." And that was amazing because you know what Zacchaeus did for a living? He was a tax collector. And the way the Bible describes it, it seems like he might not have always been very nice about it. He was collecting maybe too much on behalf of the government. He was taking too much from them. So it was kind of being mean, and the people might not have had enough to eat and everything for their families. So Jesus called him down, and Zacchaeus immediately welcomed Jesus into his house and said, "Thank you for coming, and you know what? Because you're paying attention to me, I want to follow you and follow your example and give money to the poor and give back for those people that need." So, you know, even when we're not big in size, we can do some really big things. So Callie, who's really small, and she's walking all around while we're talking, she does a lot of big things in the way that she loves and cares for us. Sometimes she'll go and fetch things for us, and she's just always ready to greet us and love us. You can do some amazing big things too. Right now, while we're going through everything together, you could be helping out around the house, or maybe even writing cards or letters to people in our church who need to hear from you, who need to hear some love and some positive things about life going on. Maybe you tell them thank you for what they've meant to you. Maybe you call someone. You could do all kinds of things. Maybe you, as a family, take up a collection of clothing or food and send that off to a pantry. And you can do all this at your age. You don't have to be really big and tall. You can be big in your heart. So try to remember that story of Zacchaeus, who was short, but actually did big things in his life for Jesus, just like you're already doing. And remember how much God loves you and knows you by name too. Jesus knew Zacchaeus, and he knows your name just like my name, Roy and Cali. So go forth in love, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.